One of my favorite advanced scanner functions is ECU coding, and that means adjusting behaviors of your vehicle or customizing vehicle settings, something you cannot customize with just menu in your car. You need OBD scanner to perform this. Check it out, customize settings. Now I get all these groups of customizations. Let's say power windows. See, I now get all the settings just for power windows. I could allow opening and closing windows with key inserted in door lock, or also allow or disallow opening windows just with my key fob. For example, this feature wasn't allowed when I got vehicle from factory, and I did have to use ECU coding to allow it, so I can open windows from my key fob. That is just power windows. Let me go back. Got all of these categories. For example, warning. The ECU coding is very often used to disable seatbelt warnings and also other annoying warnings. So here you could deactivate seatbelt warning, low key battery warning, even change how much your turn signals should flash. Now I have these options. Let's say you set it to 6 times. Now the turn indicator will flash 6 times. Okay, but that is too much. I will set it back to 4. Okay, and you have also a lot of other categories. These settings are already learned by your vehicle. So what you are doing with ECU coding, you can just choose between parameters that are in your car. For example, previously mentioned power windows. The Toyota already teach this model to open windows from my key fob, and then it puts settings in your ECU. So what can we do with OBD scanner and with ECU coding? In just select from these pre-learned parameters. All these settings are already saved in the Toyota. Only thing we are doing is just choosing it will be on or off, or some customization like with this turn signal flashes time. Okay, for example, let's take this lane change flashing times adjust. When I go to set, I have only this option. Now that is because all of these options are already learned by vehicle manufacturer, so by Toyota. With this ECU coding you cannot just do what you want. If I wanted my turn signals to flash 10 times, I don't have such an option here. I can choose only from the options that are learned by my vehicle. Now every car model is different, every car model will have different coding options and also different amount of features you can customize. The Toyota, I mean, it does have some. Toyota is like average, you have some, nothing really that much interesting. But the newer car is, the better chance of having more coding options. And also some brands have a lot more coding options, and that would be mostly German brands like BMW and all VAG vehicles, Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda, Seat. Those brands have the most options for coding out of all brands. They have some pretty interesting stuff you can do with just coding, but it always depends on car model and if it's new or old.